Welcome everyone. Today we're going to be talking about the new fleet from Star Trek Picard's Season 2 opener. I was quite pleased to see a fleet that actually had different types of starships in it after the infamous copy and paste fleet that we saw in the Season 1 finale. Furthermore, recently Dave Blass, who was the production designer for Picard, released some beautiful artwork showing each of the ships that were in this fleet. So now we're going to go take a closer look at those. First of all, in the center of the fleet we have the new U.S.S. STARGAZER, which, as we saw in the episode, was under the command of Captain Rios. This is obviously in honor of Captain Picard's first command, the Constellation-class Stargazer. You can see the tribute also in the registry number 82893, when this is just the original Stargazer's registry with an 8 put in front. Now this particular starship is referred to as the Sagan class. One of the more familiar designs that we saw, at least if you've been following, for example, Lower Decks, is the Luna class, which is what the Titan, Captain Riker's command, is part of. We see in particular the Luna, the Europa, and the Oberon. You can see that all of the ships in the Luna class are named for moons. One of the new designs is the brand new, or at least let's just say brand new to us, U.S.S. EXCELSIOR, which is designated here the Excelsior 2 class. In the show, both Elnor and Rafi are serving on this particular ship. The reason why I clarified that it's new to us is that based on the registry number in the 40,000s, this would actually be one of the older designs present in this fleet. So it would be somewhere around the early to mid 24th century based on the registry number. There's also another Excelsior 2 class ship in the fleet, namely the U.S.S. EUREKA. Another notable thing about this fleet is the debut in a TV show of the Sovereign class. Before this point, the Sovereign had only been seen in the TNG movies as the Enterprise E. Apparently there were several of them in this fleet, such as the Hutchinson, the Arsinoe, the Hrothgar, and the Gilgamesh. And furthermore, we had the U.S.S. Okuda, presumably named for Michael and Denise Okuda, who were instrumental in working on the TNG era of Star Trek, among other things. We have the Pachacuti, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, the Valkyrie, and the Venture. Here we have what appears to be a next generation, so to speak, version of the Galaxy class that originated in Star Trek Online. In STO, this was referred to as the Ross class. In this particular example, we see the U.S.S. Vanguard. And also another Ross class starship in the fleet is the U.S.S. Yi Sun Sin. The Inquiry class, which was what the copy-paste fleet was made up of in Season 1, we saw several of those, including the Zheng He, which was Riker's ship from last season. Some of the other Inquiry class ships in the fleet include the Magellan, the Nathan Hale, and the Shackleton. Another newer design is the USS Gagarin, which is a Gagarin class starship, which is an older design originally, but the version in the show is based on a model that was once again used in Star Trek Online. Another classic ship that appeared in the fleet was the Akira class, including the Helios, the Rabin, and the Thunderchild. Fun fact, the U.S.S. Thunderchild was one of the ships fighting the Borg at the Sector 001 battle in First Contact. Here we see an upgraded version of the Nebula class. This is also from Star Trek Online. This one was referred to as the Sutherland class, presumably named for the Nebula class Sutherland that Data temporarily commanded during the episode Redemption. Here we have the U.S.S. Huygens, the U.S.S. Sutherland, the U.S.S. Almagest, and the U.S.S. I can't pronounce it. Another STO design is the Reliant class, a new version of the Miranda, obviously named for Captain Terrell's ill-fated command. And this one was named the U.S.S. Uhura. I wonder where we've heard that name before. And another Reliant class in the fleet was the U.S.S. Clark. You can see here from the aft view how much this one pays tribute to the old Miranda class. Well, that was just a quick overview I wanted to do of the new fleet. I liked seeing the new designs and also looking forward to seeing where Season 2 of Picard goes from here. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you have a blessed day.